This week on Steel Horse Thunder,
it's going to be big.
We head to the north side of Indianapolis for the Road Construction Safety Awareness Ride.
Slow down when you get into a construction zone.
When we're out there working, if you just look over at the traffic, what they're actually doing besides paying attention to the road.
Then we head down south to meet up with the RAMS ride.
I believe we're about 185, 190 bikes, which is fantastic.
Great weather, great people, great cause. I mean, pulled it off without a hitch, man.
We like people like you.
Oh, you always need power.
Yeah.
We're going to new heights this week on Steel Horse Thunder. Hey, we're up on the north side at Harley-Davidson of Indianapolis. Cindy, what do we got going on?
We're at the Road Construction Awareness, and there is a lot of bikes out here. I am just amazed at how many bikes. They said that the kickstands up are around 1130, and there's already about 300, so there could be a lot more.
And that's the cool thing, you know, every ride we go to, there's always a common theme. This one, construction. A lot of people involved in construction. And it's not just one construction company. This is about all road construction. People, all the contractors came together to put this thing together to get people to slow down when they get in the construction zone.
Exactly. You know, they just need to put the phone down, whatever. But everybody I've talked to have had some kind of relationship with the construction worker, so it's just been amazing, or construction business, and it's just amazing.
Well, cool. Let's go talk to some more people.
Let's go.
All right, guys, I know you had a lot of work, not even a lot of time to put this thing together. What all went into this?
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears, man. I beat on doors, I called people. I mean, I just kept bugging them and bugging them, bugging them. And the main thing, all the contractors stepped up. The major contractors of Indianapolis, ICA's managing our money, all the big companies, Reed Riley, Milestone, Calumet, Prairie, Sagamore, all donated money for us to help to get this started. Chuck started it. He said, hey, man, you want to help me set up a ride? I said, yeah. I said, if I do it, it's going to be big. And it's going to be big.
Dennis, I know this ride is obviously very special to you. Can you tell a little bit about your story?
Well, May 9th, 2014, my life changed forever. I had a son that was in a construction accident. Someone driving reckless and ran into the aero board and killed him and Kenneth Durrison. Figured this ride would become awareness to all the public to slow down, give us room for space to do our work.
And that's really what it boils down to, just slowing down and paying attention when you go into a construction zone.
Oh yeah, that's what it boils down to. I mean, the world we live in today, we're so fast-paced. Just give us a little space, let's do our work. We're not out there to inconvenience nobody. We're out there to make it better for everybody. Once we get out of the way, the traffic will flow pretty good, but while we're there, just slow down.
Now you yourself work construction as well, do you not?
Oh yeah, I'm a superintendent, been here for 21 years, yeah.
So you've seen it from, say in 21 years ago when cell phones weren't around and all the electronic stuff wasn't around. We didn't have GPS up on the windshields and all that stuff. Have you noticed a difference from the way it was when you first started to where it is now?
Oh yeah, there's so many distractions. Back then, it seemed like people had more respect to slow down. Now, all the distractions with cell phones, makeup, whatever the case may be, it just there's too many distractions and people just get used to the construction going on and don't slow down.
All right, you guys come out for the ride or you just come out for breakfast?
A little bit of both. Got to have a little something to eat to go with this ride.
It's a wonderful breakfast to start out for the day.
You guys are eating pretty good. I mean, I did notice. Look though. He did grab a donut. You notice he grabbed a donut.
I happens to go back. I'm like, oh, there's free donuts back out there back. I'm gonna grab one of them too. Little snack.
Come out smiling.
So you guys are obviously out here for the ride. What made you decide to come out for this particular ride?
I drive a dump truck, and I'm with the construction zones all the time, so any kind of help for the safety is wonderful.
What actually got into you that said, you know what, we need to do a ride about this?
Well, I'm a bike rider myself, and I work construction as well. And just like construction workers, bikers don't get seen as well as construction workers. I mean, by your everyday traffic. So we're just trying to raise awareness for bikers and construction workers. I mean, this is where we work. This is our office. Just slow down, people. Give us a break.
And the thing is, we got kids in it too. My son works construction. He's got a son that works construction, and a bunch of people for Performance for Rethrottling. He's got their kids working here too. So, and the traffic's getting so bad nowadays, we need to get the awareness out for them, you know. And that's what we're trying to do. And anytime you have an event, all the bikers come out to help, buddy. That's one thing. The bikers, man, they will help you support anything, and that's good.
All right, Logan, I see you're out here working. What's your job today?
To check bracelets.
And how's that going?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Does everybody have bracelets, or are people trying to sneak in?
People have bracelets, some people don't, and I have to tell them to go up front, and then they have to get a bracelet.
They have to go register first and then come back out here when they get a bracelet?
Yep.
Have you ever seen so many motorcycles in one place?
No.
No. That's the right answer, because either have I. It's like, there's a lot of bikes here, man. Has everybody been nice to you, though?
Yeah.
That's because you're a big guy. You know, they're afraid of you probably, right?
Yeah, probably.
You're going to have to put a whooping on them.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
It's totally amazing that when we're out there working, if you just look over at the traffic, what they're actually doing besides paying attention to the road, it's unreal.
It's scary.
It is very scary, very scary. And that's what we're doing this ride for, to try to get people to pay attention. Hey, we're out there. You see those orange barrels? There's people there. So slow down, please.
I see that you have an Indian, and we did just some demos on the Indian earlier this year. Can you tell me about your bike?
Yeah, it's a 2014 Indian, and started seeing it on the advertisement, and I haven't ridden in probably 10 years. The girlfriend and I saw it on there, and we both just fell in love with it right away. And I said, well, let's go check them out first and see if it's nicer than what it is on the commercials. And we went and looked at them, and we saw this one right here. We said, this is the one we're getting right here. Falcone just became a distributor, making phone calls, going to call up to Lafayette, go up there and make the purchase, and found them on the website. I said, well, they're just on the other side of town, so let's go over there and purchase the bike over there. So I'm glad I did.
And you bought the very first one that they ever sold, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah, yeah. He said, "You're the first one." I said, "Well, I'm the first for the first time ever," you know.
So we're here at the ride. Can you tell me what brought you out today?
Yes, just just wanting to ride and actually knowing the guys that were killed, a couple months ago working in construction. I'm also a truck driver myself, so I've worked with the different contractors, different companies, and it was just very important, for me to come out and get the awareness of, the road safety construction and, just to participate.
Well, that's pretty cool, and you said you worked with them. I know you told me that you were a dump truck driver, so do you see a lot of stuff that goes on, out on the highway while you're out there?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I see a lot of different things. I mean, just not long after, the unfortunate accident with Cody and the other gentleman, I was involved in an accident myself, maybe like 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks later, in Noblesville, inside a construction zone with the drunk driver. So it's, I see different things on a day-to-day basis.
All right, we're out here at the safety awareness ride for road construction. You look like you might be a road construction worker yourself, are you?
No.
You're not?
This is my dad's stuff.
It's your dad's stuff. So your dad works out there?
Yes.
What would you want to tell people that are driving through an area where your dad's working?
Be safe.
Be safe. Should they slow down?
Yes.
I agree. Well, and I'm looking at your shirt. It's got all the road signs on it and everything else. You're pretty festive.
Yeah, well, I try to be. Sometimes you get too festive and eat too much, but live right and eat. That's all we do, baby.
Well, you see, I got pretty festive too. I got my safety yellow and all that stuff,
I grow these a little longer and try to do that, Chip, but then it beat me to death when I'm riding, so I didn't. So
that it will, especially with a windshield or a fairing on the front, they will beat the crap out of you.
I see your bike here. It's beautiful. Can you tell me about it? Can you tell me what idea you had to?
It was just a theme for Desert Nights is what I had it named, and a guy named Eric Ward done the paint. It's all airbrushed.
So did you come up, you said you came up with the idea, did you come up with each individual scene that's on here?
Each segment of it.
Well, it's a beautiful bike. I love it. I love the lightning and the horses with the red eyes. What's up with the red eyes?
just wanted a devil horse.
A devil horse. I thought they were high.
All right, man, I saw you just talked to some people. They didn't have bracelets. How'd it go?
Okay, it went fine.
You didn't have to whoop them?
Nope.
Okay, what'd you tell them?
I told them that they had to go next door to get bracelets.
Okay. Then you're going to let them come back and get in line?
Yes. Even if they come back in line.
Oh, so you were pretty stern with them? They may not even come back, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't like mad at them.
Well, we're here today, and I see that you're a lady rider. Can you tell me how long you've been riding?
Exactly 2 years.
Exactly 2 years. So is this your first bike?
Yes, it is.
So I see that you put glitter on there. Can you tell me about the glitter that's on your bike?
Those are actually Swarovski crystals. Over the winter, it was pretty cold, so I decided to find a hobby, and I decided to bedazzle my bike.
Well, can you tell me what kind of bike this is?
It's a 2012 Softail Slim.
I love it. I've actually rode one of these, and I think they're great bikes, so especially for somebody a little bit shorter.
Yeah, that's the reason why I got it. I didn't want a Sportster. I wanted something bigger because I know in 6 months I'm going to want to upgrade anyway. So I decided to go with something bigger, and with me being only 5'3", you know, this is the lowest seat height that Harley offered at the time, and decided to get that.
It makes for a perfect bike.
Oh yeah, love it.
So have you been on a lot of rides since you've only been riding for 2 years?
Me and him mostly go by ourselves, me and my boyfriend. So, this will probably be one of the biggest rides, but usually I'm on the back. So this is the first one I've done like this.
So you haven't went out of state or out of town or anything like that?
Actually, I bought the bike in Arizona, so I learned to ride in Arizona. So
did you ride it back from Arizona?
No, I wish. I was anxious to get back home, so.
Yeah.
But it was nice. Learning to ride out there was a real opener, you know, and coming back and riding here is totally different. So out there it's always all straightaways. Out here it's all, you know, wavy. So
which is what I like.
Yeah.
So you said that you haven't been on any long trips. Do you have any future plans to go on any long trips?
I'm jealous. I want to go to Sturgis. That's what I want to do, but you know, a couple years of planning on that one.
Yeah, well, that would be a nice ride. I would like to do that one too.
Oh yeah.
You said that you got this bike before you even got your endorsement?
Yes. I wanted to learn to ride. I've always been on the back, and so I decided that I wanted, you know, when I put my mind to something, I want to do it. So I went and bought the bike before I had my endorsement as incentive to get my endorsement, and you know. It was funny is that in the classroom I had the most experience on my bike, and I had 900 miles on it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, ever since then I love it. It's the best thing I ever did.
Well, very good. I'm glad that you have a beautiful bike, and I love the little jewels that you put on it. It looks good. I hope that you'll have a lot of safe miles, and even if you want to go up to a bigger bike, go up to a bigger bike.
Oh yeah, my next plan is a street glide. So. But I like the 103 because I can keep up with the guys, and you know, I always say you can lose me on the turns, but I'll catch you on the straightaways.
That's right. Well, thank you very much. It's good to talk to you today. Have a great ride.
Nice to meet you.
Now that we learned a little bit about road construction safety, we applied that knowledge and we came up here to Franklin. Cindy, what's going on here?
It's the 7th annual RAMS ride benefiting MS, and they had quite a crowd today.
Randy, I don't know what you were expecting for today, but I think just about anybody will call this a complete success.
Oh, absolutely. I tell you what, I can exhale now. It's been a long year putting it together. We spend plenty of time, and everybody's voluntary. You know, the board, everybody that's a part of it. So it's a huge success. We got some weather, got some blue skies. So yeah, absolutely. All the bikes are vertical. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier.
Yeah, that's the nice thing. The truck, truck showed up with nothing on the back of it, so that's always a good ride.
That's absolutely correct.
Dude, who all puts this thing together?
Honestly, there's just 8 of us. It's like I said, it's all voluntary. It's made up of friends and family. We started the event in 08, as you know, when my brother was diagnosed with MS, and we just decided there's not a cure out there, so we need to make life more livable for people with MS while they're on their way to a cure. And grassroots, we don't spend any money. We're very tight with what we do with the fundraising. We want to make sure that people understand their money goes to the actual cause and nothing different.
All right, man. We kind of got into this ride kind of as you guys were going through everything. You let us in front. I just want to say thank you.
Well, I wanted to follow celebrity.
Well, I hope you find one that you can follow on the way home.
Well, you did a good job, so we're here.
All right. Hey, is this first time you've done the RAMS ride?
This first time for the RAMS ride, yes. I usually go on some kind of ride every Saturday, but this is the first time for the RAMS ride.
So you're kind of a charity rider all year long, aren't you?
Yeah, that's kind of what I like to do. But I've seen you on a few others.
Well, we like people like you that like to go out and do the charity rides and help out along with riding the bikes and stuff. So what'd you think of this ride then? You do a lot of rides. How would you rate this one?
Oh, this is right up there. I mean, this many bikes. I mean, it's awesome when you come over a hill and you can see bikes as far as you can one way, look in your mirrors and see bikes as far as you can. That's awesome. It's really awesome to see that.
Well, Randy, I know the MS. I know this is a personal thing for you. Can you tell us a little bit about your story?
Absolutely. My older brother, my hero growing up, was diagnosed in 2008. Sorry. And we decided we had to make an impact because there's no cure, there's no treatment. And your first reaction when you hear about a debilitating disease is you can't breathe. Your family members, they're hurt. So we get a group together like all these guys. We've got guys traveling in from different states. We get them together to help us raise money, fill up our event shirt, and fight this thing. And the Multiple Sclerosis Research Society is where we donate our money. Our motive, our mission statement is to put them out of business. It's a tough go. This is our 7th ride, and I still struggle to talk about it because he is my big brother, and we'll look out for him.
We met you today, and you came out to the RAMS ride. Is there any reason why you came out to this ride?
Well, it's a good charity to give to, and we rode in it last year. A couple friends all asked us to ride, and we came in and rode in it, and we decided to do it again this year, and so we all came out again. It's been a good day.
It has been a good day. Now, is this your son?
Yes, it's my son Kenny. He's really riding for the first year this year, so he decided he'd come out with us.
So this is your first year in riding in the RAMS ride?
Yep.
So how have you done any more rides that are any longer? This is
family rides with my dad and his 2 best friends, but this first organized event I've been to.
So what do you think about it?
Love it.
Well, I got to tell you, I've been on a lot of rides. Obviously with the show, we cover a ton of rides. This was one of the most perfectly orchestrated rides I have ever been on. I mean, you guys had local police at every intersection. I mean, there was just, a lot of times I don't feel that safe on some of the rides that we do, but I felt very safe on this one.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, and that's the goal for us because we want everybody to enjoy the day. That's what it's about, being safe. It's not a race. We want everybody to enjoy the route. We put together a nice, safe route with not a lot of traffic, not a lot of metropolitan stops, and then getting together with the police. The vice president of RAMS Ride, David Zachary, has spent tireless hours talking to all the different police entities. And it's funny because what you didn't know as a rider was up to about 7 seconds before we came across one of the major intersections, there was a problem. But because we have people out in front of us throughout the stops and throughout the ride, they're able to overcome that problem and we're able to rebound, and the riders never know it.
You told me that you went on another ride here recently and something happened to your bike. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, we went to the Harley Museum in Milwaukee a couple weekends ago, and on the way back home between Chicago and Remington, we lost a speaker pod from the back of the bike, and so we had our first road casualty, and it'll get fixed, and that'll be that.
All right, man, I know you guys had a lot to do with getting this ride put together and everything else. How much time went into this?
To be honest with you, my hats are off to Bomb Squad and Rodney and those guys. They really did the blunt end of this. We were just here to help and support them by posting it on social media, getting the word out there for it. So for us, it was easy. Then we came out today to just make sure the ride went smooth and help with the intersections and blocking. But again, my hats are off to Bomb Squad and those guys. They really wanted to put the work in for this ride today, made it a success.
And this was a huge success for sure. And I know they talk very highly of you guys. I understand you guys got a ride coming up, don't you?
We do. We host the rides called Love for Liam. It's August 23rd at the Southport Masonic Lodge down there off of 465 on the south side by US 31. It's our second time we're doing this, so second annual Love for Liam ride, and it's August 23rd.
All right, well, Love for Liam. Can you tell us a little bit about Liam?
Absolutely. The ride is in honor and for Liam Sprague. Last year, in late June, went to the hospital with asthma-like symptoms. Turned out to be a little more serious than that. Ended up being cardiomyopathy. Found out he needed a heart. Then on top of that was rushed to Cincinnati Children's Hospital, actually coded on the way there to find out he had a disease called Castleman's, which is the only case in the United States that attacks the heart and only the 11th reported case in the United States in general. All this at 3. So he was able to get his Berlin heart in a year ago yesterday, and then due to an unfortunate situation here in Indianapolis with a family, a house fire took the lives of some individuals, but throughout all that, the heart from that young man is able to live on in Liam, which is now why Liam has his life and is able to keep going on. Unfortunately, he did settle. Things were on the right track, but he had an unfortunate case. He had a stroke, which has now paralyzed him, refrained him, to a wheelchair, and he's unable to speak at this point. So right now, our goal is to raise more funds and awareness for the Sprague family, help them out any way we can, let them know that we're here to support Liam, and he's our little Superman. So we want to do our bit to help Liam out and just get everybody out there and support Liam, because in our eyes, he's the strongest kid out there. So motorcycle ride in the morning, followed by a family fun day from noon to 4. So bring the kids out. There'll be monster trucks, face painting, bounce houses. The ride starts in the morning. Registration is 9:30, 10:30. We leave at 11, and then we'll follow up back at the lodge to incorporate the ride and the family fun day. So bring everybody back together for Liam.
So I picked you out because you have nose rings like I do. So tell me about your nose rings.
I just out at a fair whenever I was a little kid, saw a bull with a big old nose ring, and I was like, I got to do that whenever I get older. So I figured it'd be a rad thing to do.
That's awesome. I like it. Of course, you can see I like my nose ring too. Although I don't have the middle thing, but I don't know. It's pretty cool.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad?
No, it hurts for a second, right at the initial stick. Other
Okay,
than
so
that,
you didn't have tears coming out of your eyes?
I won't admit to anything.
All right, from Pittsburgh, I just watched Jeff Gordon win the race last week. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. Second or third time?
It's a bunch of times. I think 5th, maybe. But all right, so enough about NASCAR. We're here on the RAMS ride. What'd you think of the ride?
It was a fantastic ride. Beautiful weather and great people. Couldn't ask for a nicer ride.
Well, this is going to do it for us on Still Horse Thunder. Scott, what did you learn today?
This week, I learned, number 1, I love organized rides with police escorts. Number 2, when you come to a road construction, slow down, put the phone down. Oh, and I also learned, it's not what you ride.
It's that you ride. Oh, this just shows this just shows
all sorts of different work struck.
I mean, this is what it shows for where.
Sydney, this is pretty cool. We're still out here in the middle of the road. Nobody's hit us yet.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week on Still Horse Thunder.
Hennigan's. No smell, no tell, Scotch. Sorry, our kids are still living with us. We found a house for rent here in Franklin. Kind of. Oh, I guess I lied. I'm going to start off by saying.
Forward to seeing my face. But one thing I got to tell you though, I'm in the witness protection plan, so you need to blank my face somehow or another, if you could.
Can we distort your voice?
Yeah, you can do that too. You can do that too, buddy. Thank you, man.